Class 8 taking up questions on direct variation. Question number 7 we are taking up now. Suppose 2 kg of sugar contains 9 into 10 to the power of 6 crystals. How many sugar crystals are there in case 1 5 kg and case 2 1.2 kgs? So what are the two things we are talking about here, children? One is the weight of the sugar and the number of crystal it contains. So these are the two quantities that we will be considering. So I have put that in tabular form here. These are the two things given to us. Weight of the sugar, in we were told when was 2 kg, then number of crystals, that is the other quantity, was given to you as 9 into 10 to the power of 6. Okay, then they are questioning if the weight was 5 kg, what would be the number of crystals, and if it was 1.2 kgs, then what would be the number of crystals. Okay, so I have merged part 1 and part 2 here because it's the same quantities we are talking about. Okay, obviously these two quantities are in direct proportion. More the sugar, the more the number of crystals, right? So when we know two things are directly proportional, then the ratios of the variables is always a constant. So x1 upon y1 will be equal to x2 upon y2, x3 upon y3, any number of cases. Okay, so now for finding for 5 kgs, consider this equation. So your x1 was 2, y1 was 9 into 10 to the power of 6, your x2 was 5, and y2 is what you need to find, number of crystals in case 2. Okay, so put those values here, cross multiplying, y2 goes here, then 9 into 10 to the power of 6 will come here to the right hand side. This 2 will come in the denominator. Cancelling it out, multiplying, you got 22.5 into 10 to the power of 6. अभी एक standard form हमने पढ़ा था, writing numbers in standard form, which says there should be only one place before the decimal. So we have shifted this decimal here. तो one place यहाँ shift हुआ है, तो 0 would be increased in 10 out here. Right? Because if you multiply this now by 10 to the power of 7, it will become equivalent to this. Right? जब left को shifting होती है, so उसके compensation के लिए एक 0 add होता है. Plus and minus balanced. Okay? So this is your number of crystals. Likewise now, for this time finding for 1.2 kgs in place of weight, now we are going to take 1.2 kgs to find corresponding number. Again, y3 goes here, 2 comes in denominator, this cross multiplied here, cancels to tell you this will be the number of crystals. Okay, so simple enough these questions are. You just need to understand what kind of relation is there between the two quantities we are talking about, direct variation or maybe inversely they are varying. Okay, so if it is direct, consider the ratio and put it in tabular form like this. It becomes quite simple to understand and calculate. Okay. Now, ninth question, if we consider, we have a 5 meter 60 centimeter high vertical pole which is casting a shadow of 3 meter 20 centimeter. Then at the same time, you have to find the length of the shadow cast by another pole which is 10 meters 50 centimeter high. And next we have to find the height of the pole now if the shadow is given to us. So anyhow, the two things that we are talking about in this particular question is the length of the pole and the length of its shadow then. So we were already given that the length of the shadow is of the pole in first go was 5 meters 60 centimeters. Since there are two quantities, I have converted 2 units. I have converted it to a single unit here. Okay, so we know that 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. So 5 meter would be 500 centimeters. So 500 plus 60 more 60 centimeters gives you 560 centimeters. Convert kar lo, it's easier. You could have converted centimeter to meter also. Okay, but decimal में confusion करते हैं बच्चे calculation में. So I have to keep it an integer converted meter to centimeter. Okay, so length of the pole given to us as 560. In that case, length of the shadow, which was 3 meter 20 centimeter, on conversion becomes 320 centimeter. Okay, so these were our values x1 y1 in first case. Then now अब आपको जो question में पूछा गया है, in that it has been said the length of the pole is given to you as 10 meter 50 centimeter. Again, so 10 into 100, that makes it 1000. 1000 plus 50, 1050 centimeters हो गया. All right, then in this case now we need to find what would be the shadow then. Okay, again both of them are डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल, जितना बड़ा ऑब्जेक्ट होगा उतनी बड़ी शेडो होगी. सो x1 y1 upon y1 is equal to x2 upon y2. Put the values. This was your x1, this was your y1, x2 was given to you. Length of pole we knew and we had to find the length of shadow. So this unknown, abhi again cross multiplication hoga. So y2 goes in numerator on the left hand side, 320 यहाँ आ जाएगा, 560 denominator में आ जाएगा. So you've got 600 सेंटीमीटर. ये आंसर आपका नेचुरली सेंटीमीटर होगा क्योंकि आपने सारे डायमेंशन सेंटीमीटर में कन्वर्ट कर दिए थे. So length of the shadow of the pole is 600 centimeter, and of course बड़ा होता है तो if we can convert we would preferably write it as 6 meters. Okay, for the same question अभी नेक्स्ट केस में आपको x पता नहीं है, लेंथ ऑफ ऑब्जेक्ट पता नहीं है, शैडो की लेंथ पता है. ओके, सो बट द स्टोरी रिमेन्स द सेम, रिलेशन रिमेन्स द सेम. सो x1 अपॉन y1 इज इक्वल टू x3 अपॉन y3. उसको मैंने थर्ड केस कंसिडर कर लिया है. ओके, सो x1 y1 will remain same as from here, 560 upon 320, and in this case x3 you have to find. यहाँ पे आपको x पता था, y निकालना था, यहाँ पे y पता है, x निकालना है. सो y आपको उसने गिवन है कि द shadow is 5 meters, which again I have converted to centimeters. So what would be height of the object? So height of the object, simply cross multiplying 500 that side, 560 into 500 upon 320, which is accounting to be 875 centimeters. Again, to convert it to meter, we'll divide it by 100. Okay, अब उल्टा जा रहे हैं हम हायर यूनिट में, तो डिविजन बाय 100, 8.75 और 8 meters 75 centimeters. That is how they had given the question in meter come centimeter. So I will present the answer also likewise. Okay, now the last question there says that a truck travels 14 kilometers in 25 minutes. If the speed remains the same, how far can it travel in 5 hours? Okay, so two quantities again that we are talking about here are the distance traveled and the time taken for that travel. Naturally both of them are again directly proportional. जितना ज़्यादा distance आप cover करोगे उतना ज़्यादा time चाहिए आपको, right? So if the distance increases, time required to cover would also increase. So direct proportion है again the same ratio, x1 upon y1 is equal to x2 upon y2. Let's see what was it. We were told that 14 kilometers cover हो रहा था 25 minutes में. आपसे पूछ रहा है कितना किलोमीटर कवर होगा. So we don't know x2, that's your question mark. In time was given to you in second case as 5 hours. Here the time was in minutes, so we convert this also to minutes or maybe this to hours. Okay, so again multiplication and integers is easy, so I have converted 5 hours to, in 1 hour we have 60 minutes, so 5 into 60, 300 minutes. तो 300 minutes में अब आपको बस simply value रखनी है. x1 upon y1 equals to x2 we need to find upon y2. Okay, cross multiply this 300 the other side. So we conclude that we would the distance covered in 5 hours would be 168 kilometers.